my beautiful baby? Have you seen my tomato baby? Oh, ELA, baby, suffer the cool me temper. Ada, baby, na sugar, sugar. Yo. Everybody they wait. Utakene no more. If any man maka, better soup na money kill amo. Ada mwa peke mi ya. Ada. Ada get them for everywhere. Ada know they like Ada get them for up and down. Baby na tomato, baby too fresh like morning wine. Ada welele, iyo koko. Everybody they wait. Utakene no more.
Hi, my name is Olaolu X Adaora Victor, and my husband's name is Olaolu Adaorah.
My name is Olaolu Adaorah, popularly known as General Laoma, and my wife's name is Olaolu X Adaora Victor. You know, it's been a long time coming. I've been looking forward to this very special day in my life. At some point I was looking like, when would this be? And thankfully today is the day for me. I must tell you, I'm excited. You probably feel the butterflies in my tummy. I'm super excited, basically, I must tell you that.
I'm excited, a little nervous, but I'm very excited. I mean, this is like the highlights for me today. It is. Funny story, we had always been family friends for a while, but we never spoke for some weird reason. I don't know why. But then in 2016, I just come back, and then I wasn't around. I wasn't in Ibadan, I was in Abuja, and my dad just called me and said they had given my number to him to call to ask for something. And then he called me, we spoke about it, and then I got back to Ibadan, and then we became best of friends, having like all the movie dates and all those things. And that went on for like a year, because I had to leave Ibadan in 2017 for Kaduna. We didn't get to speak as often again. I mean, distance, no. And 2018, end of 2018, we reconnected. So one thing that stood out for me was he would always come home on on his leave, and he would come check on me. Even though we didn't used to speak like all the time, he would come check on me. And then in 2018, towards the end, was on leave, and then we reconnected. Weirdly, I don't know. And it wasn't like reconnection that I wanted to date or anything. We just reconnected, and really, that's how I know. That's how I know it. I know we're here. We're getting married, and it's been pretty exciting. He's literally my best friend. It's been exciting, really. I don't even know how to describe the feeling.
Oh well, you know they say a journey of 1,000 miles starts with one step. We actually met a couple of years back, and then it was just like, okay, I met her in church. We're family friends actually, met in church, and you know this big boy feeling like, who is this girl? Why is she feeling like she's so peculiar and all? And then before I knew it, we just said our hellos, and after that I don't think we had much conversations again. It was just that looking at ourselves from afar, and then and fast forward to 2016, if I remember clearly, I needed some information, and then I called her dad. I must say that her dad and myself, we vibe a lot, we talk. So I had to get an information. Then he says, okay, call AD, call her, and then she can get the information for you. And then I felt reluctant at first, like this girl that always feels like she's so curious, what's up with her? And I didn't have interest because I needed that info. So I called her up, and then the usual self of her doing this articulate chick, hello, what's up, this is so. And then we just vibed on very well like that. It was supposed to be like a short conversation of getting the info. Now we're into like the normal conversations, and I think that's where we first kicked it off. Though as friends, and we could talk about virtually everything. And you know, as fate will have it, sometimes later in the years we lost contact. She traveled actually, and then we weren't really in touch. But one thing about her was anytime she was back, it was just like we're picking up from wherever we stopped. And then later on I just felt like, why not take this to the next level? Yes, I had my moments of acting a little bit, I don't say it, I don't care, as usual general Olaoma, but you know, when you care about somebody and when you bond very well, it's always very difficult to stay apart. So even while she was not around, we were always talking. And at some point also I had to travel away from her, and you know, distance was supposed to be a barrier, but instead the distance now became like the journey force for us, because it made us really go fond of ourselves. And you know, I couldn't just help it. I always want to speak with her, get updates from her. I must tell you something about her. She's a very smart lady, very intelligent, and she knows what she's doing. She systematically programmed her things, and look at where we are today. And I must tell you, I'm not regretting every bit of my steps so far with her. And I'm sure that this step I'm taking is going to take me to greater heights.
Hey! Anyone that knows Olaolu knows that he's a people's person. I'm not much of a people's person. I talk to everyone, I play a lot, but he's more of a people's person. He's always there for everyone. So that's one thing that stood out for me. He's really nice, and not just to me, to everyone, whether he knows you or not. He's nice to everyone, and I think that's one of the reasons I fell in love with him. It's just an amazing human, really. I mean, no one would say their husband is not amazing or anything, but yeah, mine is amazing.
Well, like I mentioned while I was speaking earlier, she's a very smart woman. Right, I usually tell her that I won't be surprised if someday I hear that she owns Nigeria, because she has some little moves that she does, businesses here and there, some that I don't even know about. And then when I'm even thinking, how can we work something out? And then she just comes up with, has some stuff stocked up somewhere. And I'm wondering, like, how did you even do that? And you know, she knows what she's doing basically, and she's been like my motivation. I must tell you, sometimes as a man, we're pressured at work, pressured about life and everything, but I can always get the assurance that she will always stick by me, stick with me through it all. I don't feel pressured when I'm around her. I feel like this is me. You know, it took me a while to really settle myself to say, guy, this is what you're looking for. You don't need to waste time again. Well, you asked the question of what I like about her. She's a smart woman. She's very intelligent. She's loyal to a fault. She's down to earth. She's enterprising. Come off it. If I have to say everything she's good at, we'll take like the whole year to talk about
that. Hey, I'm just getting into marriage, so I can't say much about it. I have high hopes.
Well, like I always tell her, number one thing for me is understanding. Right? A lot of people just want to dwell on love, but I must tell you, sometimes the love may not be there. As a matter of fact, she and I always talk about stuff like that. We can't always give the same energy every time. Sometimes I'm doing the more, she's doing the more some other times. But some other people want it to be like, I must get 100 every time. No, that's the reason why the unit is coming, and that's why I talked about understanding. So the days where I'm a little bit laid back, she's moving things for me. And the days where she's a little bit ladylike with their dramas and everything, I'm up to the task about it. So well, if you would ask me, I think understanding is very important in the relationship. Yeah, love comes with understanding, so we're not taking that out.
If I have to define love based on, you know, what we have, it would be friendship, understanding, ability to forgive even before offending. It would be the little things like paying attention to details, and those are the things that have sort of helped us on our journey to this point.